Let's first start by defining what a presentation is. What is a presentation? A presentation is when a person, the presenter, wants to talk about a certain thing or a certain subject or a certain idea in front of a group of people, usually called the audience, to achieve a certain objective. That's basically what a presentation is.
It's like a public speech.
No, of course not. There's a huge difference between a public speech and a presentation.
Maya, can you share please with us your conversation?
Well, Ehab says that there is no difference between a public speech and a presentation, but I think there is a difference between them.
Would you mind giving us an example?
Well, for example, after a presentation, you could have a Q&A session by the end of a presentation. However, this is not always possible in a public speech.
Magid, do you think you can fit in all the stones in the container without them crossing the rim of the container?
Yes, this is easy. I'll just normally put the stones in.
Let me help you here. Okay. I want you to imagine this. Imagine these are the most important things in your life related to your partner, your kids, your relationships. These are all the important things related to your career, to your self-development. And the sand is basically the things that you do daily. They are less important compared to the big ones. Now imagine the empty container represents your life. Will you be able to fit them in?
Now I understand. So basically all I have to do is put the most important things in life, which represent the stones.
In fact, that was just an example of what do we do sometimes to cause a communication problem, such as what I did with Dina. What did I do to Dina that made her feel uncomfortable?
You made fun of her.
Absolutely. I made fun of her hairstyle, and I did something that closed what we call the communication window. What is the communication window?
I believe it's impossible to communicate, hear, or understand one another if we close the communication window.
Absolutely. It's like a communication window that's between us, and that's what allows us to hear each other and to understand each other. When we close that window, as if by a wind or something that closes it, then we will be unable.
Using communication skills in interviews. Dina, I know as a fresh graduate you must have a story about an interview to tell us.
I just graduated this year and I've gone through several interviews, but I've had no luck so far. Maybe because I have no experience or there are no vacancies. I don't know.
Can you tell us about your first interview?
I entered into the manager's office and he was reading my CV. And then he started asking me questions.
Dina, tell me about yourself.
My name is Dina Abdesalam. I was born in Heliopolis, but then we traveled to Saudi Arabia because my daddy worked there. But we didn't really stay long. We stayed only for like 5 years. But then I went back 2 years ago for pilgrimage, but I do love Egypt very much. Anyway, I enrolled in the Faculty of Commerce and specialized in business administration, but I didn't like it at all. So then I transferred to accounting, and that's because I love mathematics. But I have been considering studying law next year.
Dina, what are your weak points?
Oh my God, I have a problem waking up in the morning. Once I overslept and even missed an exam.
Thank you very much, Dina, thank you. We have your telephone numbers. Don't call us, we will call you.
So that means I'm in?
Yeah, you're in.
Most people don't use PowerPoint. What most people do is abuse PowerPoint. And why do they do that? To be able to remember every single word they wanted to say. You should not treat your presentation as you do to your MP3 player. Your presentation is not a storage device, it is a tool. One of the tools to get your message across. Stop murdering people with boring PowerPoints. Start inspiring them. Take your presentation skills to a whole new level.